Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World, and today we're going to be hunting down a tempered Lunastra. Now, this is actually not the Lunastra from the Throne Taker event, because that one has reduced hit points on account of the fact that it is a 3-monster hunt. This is an investigation that I was able to get by doing the Throne Taker event a bunch of times until it gave me an investigation for a tempered Lunastra that is alone, which means she's going to be at her full hit points. Therefore, it should be a little bit more challenging than the one in the Throne Taker event. And I was trying to come up with different strategies to beat her. Also, I wanted to beat her using a different weapon than my Facebuster build, because that weapon, I kind of feel like at this point, it almost just breaks the game, and I can take on just about any monster with it, which is what I did on the Throne Taker event. And I will keep using that weapon naturally, because, you know, it's really powerful, but every now and then I want to be able to do something a little bit different, which is why you're going to be seeing me use a sword and shield this time around to make things a little bit more interesting. Now, an interesting thing that you guys might have noticed in the previous video that I told you guys, which is a really good strategy on how to beat Lunastra, is try to rotate mantles as much as possible. Well, today I'm going to have an additional tip to give you guys if you are struggling with Lunastra. So, like I said, the very first thing is rotate those mantles, okay? Take Fireproof Mantle, take Temporal Mantle. Usually me, I start with the Fireproof Mantle so that I can take on all of that fire damage that she's going to be dishing out. Naturally, having positive fire resistance is also going to be good. But just, you know, having that mantle with you is going to go a long way in ensuring your survival. Then once the fireproof mantle runs out, you know, give it a little bit of time. Don't just instantly go to the temporal mantle, because, you know, it's not like she's going to instantly destroy you the second you remove the fireproof mantle, but just make sure that you get rid of the fireproof mantle as soon as it's out so that the cooldown starts, and after a little while pop up the temporal mantle. And when you get the temporal mantle, you go offensive, you go all out, you go right into her face and just smash her down non-stop, okay? That's what you want to do, because that's the thing. Fireproof allows you to survive and be able to dish out a couple of hits here and there. Temporal allows you to go all out offensive against Lunastra, and that's kind of how you want to pace yourself in that fight. But like I said, I have an additional bit of tip for you guys. So one of the things that you might have noticed in the last video that I did was when I flashed her, she went straight into Nova, okay? And that is actually something that you can kind of control. See, if she's at a certain stage, like I don't know how many stages she has with the little blue sparkle flames around her, but usually if you see a bunch of the flames around her and, you know, it looks like she's got tons of the blue dust in there, that is when you want to, that is when you know that if you flash her, she's probably going to do the Nova. And being able to control when Lunastra actually casts her Supernova is going to be a massive boon in allowing you to fight her, because basically all you got to do is you flash her and you get the hell out of dodge. She will do the Nova and there's nothing that she can do to hit you because you're going to be out of range. Just remember that you do have to run considerably far away because that Nova has ridiculous range. So that is when I started noticing that I could just basically trigger that Nova whenever I wanted, the fight just became increasingly easy. I mean, you rotate the mantles and you get to control when she does her most devastating attack by flashing her. It's a no-brainer. Basically, it allows you to go away, sharpen your weapon, or go away, get some heals, go away, get some supplies. It allows you to do whatever you want with her because she's still going to be blind. Even though she's going to cast the Nova, it's probably not going to get to you. So that's usually what you want to do. You know, you fight her for a little while with the Fireproof Mantle, and, you know, when you see that she's about to, you know, if she's in that stage that she's about to get her Nova off, just flash her. That will trigger her to go after the Nova. Get out of there so that you don't get hit, and then go back in and fight her again. It's going to take her a while before she builds up the strength to do another Nova. And when she does, I mean, you can carry around 3 flashes. I think in the fight that you guys are watching, I think she flashed like, she Nova'd like twice or something along that nature. So, you know, that just, in my opinion, that makes the fight considerably easier. I think the one thing that will make her harder is if I'm able to get an investigation that includes both a tempered Lunastra as well as a tempered Teostra, because then you have to deal with a double Supernova, which means I'm going to go back to the Throne Taker event, and I'm going to try to get that particular investigation. I'm going to try to get an investigation that contains both a tempered Lunastra and a tempered Teostra, and see how I fare in that particular battle, because to me that is going to be an interesting thing to do. Now, about the build that I am using, this is a Sword and Shield build that I came up with, and interesting thing here, I was working on this build yesterday. And you guys know that probably if you look at my stick and shield build, it is going to be very similar to this one, because I was basically trying to squeeze as much damage as possible out of the sword and shield that you get from Lunastra, as well as try to get that blast attack, and I was just trying to squeeze out as much damage as possible, because you guys know me, I love using sword and shield, and I think it's a lot of fun. And after I did the build, I was browsing through YouTube, and I came across one of Eric's latest videos, and I was like, God damn it! He did almost the exact same build as me. The difference is that he uses an Azure Star-Lord part somewhere. I don't even remember where it was, but he has an Azure Star-Lord piece in there, and I don't, because I don't have the Azure Star-Lord set. But my version of the build has an additional 2 health boost, okay? But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know, if this build looks familiar, it's because Eric's did the build that looks exactly like mine, and I was like, damn it. But anyway, you guys should be checking out Eric's videos anyways, so if you guys have seen it, that's cool. Either way, the build is going to be at the end of the video, just like last time, if you guys want to check it out, you want to see my version of that build. But it is essentially a blast, sword and shield build with tons of attack, maximum might, and critical boost. As well as naturally weakness exploit level 3, because it, it wouldn't make sense not to have it. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the hunt. Hopefully these tips will help you guys deal with Lunastra a little bit better. If you guys are still struggling, type it in the comment sections below. If you guys have any questions, I will try to help you out as much as I can. Thank you very much for watching. As per usual, if you enjoy watching my videos, remember, click the subscribe button, click the notifications bell, and hit all, which apparently most people are telling me doesn't really do all that much, but whatever. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.